Hello and welcome to the Driftwood boat blog. In this episode we're going to be replacing some of the old domestic lighting on board. We're taking out the old lights and replacing them with new LEDs. Okay, so we've just taken this down off the ceiling. This is the old ceiling light, and as you can see it's kind of torn and tatty. It's pretty old. In fact, that's actually gone brittle, that plastic, and it's just falling apart. And those two covers come off. And it's two 19-volt incandescent bulbs, so they're kind of heavy on electricity. And apart from anything else, it's old and it's dated and all the rest. So that's going into the bin, and this is what I'm going to replace it with, because I want to change all the lighting inside in the boat and make everything LED, because LED is so much easier on the batteries. It uses far less power, and when you're on a boat, you're off the grid, so everything comes from your battery pack. It's very important to try and get the best value out of your power, I suppose, isn't it? So this is what I'm going to use. This is a twin light. That's a little button in the center, and it's what they call a soft glow LED, so it's not that really bright bluey white that you can get sometimes. I hope. Let me see, that's just a wee protective cover on it there. So I'll just show you now on the ceiling where it is I'm going to mount that light. Okay, so this wire here is the power source to it, and you can see it has that blocky type connection on the end of it. And on the old light there was enough room behind it to be able to recess that, but on this one there won't be, so I'm going to have to change that slightly, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that now in a second. Now, black goes to black. Yeah, and we have light. There we go. Let's turn that off. Now, we just poke the wires back up in there.
They're hard to get up there, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. And I shortened this lead, but I could have probably have shortened it more. But that will go on okay. Right. Okay, so this is the light we've taken down. This was an old 1970s light. It's two 18-watt incandescent bulbs. That's a hard word to say. And it would have gobbled up electricity, and was one we were always afraid to use, apart from the fact it kind of was gone pig ugly and the covers on it had gone brittle and started to break away. So that is gone. It's for the bin. This is what we've replaced it with, and it's a nice LED. It's got a couple of different settings on it. That's the first setting, is a nice little blue light. Maybe if you're sitting here drinking cocktails some evening, it could look good. Ain't that lovely? And that uses, we did a bit of calculating on the internet, it uses about 1/20th of the electricity that the old light did use. So if I leave it on, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now we have to do the same thing down in the galley. And now down the galley, there's two more to put in. The ones I got for the galley, I'll show you, these are slightly different. These kind of match what we already had there. We've two of these guys over the cooker, and these are LED as well. So they will sit over in the galley area, looking down at the cooker. And that's more LEDs in and more incandescent bulbs removed, which means our batteries should last a lot longer, which is good because we've got a 12-volt fridge, which likes its electricity. And if you want cold beer, you have to make sure to keep battery power for the fridge. Don't worry about the lights. Now, I was saying to you that I never really trust the polarity on a boat, especially this is an old boat. It wouldn't be an issue if it was a new boat, but if the phase tester up on that, and there you go, we're getting a minus symbol, and what that means is the polarity, and this is reversed. So we have to allow for that when I'm wiring it up. Hey, light works. Okay, now I'll show you what I did. That was the original block that was on it, so I've put a smaller block onto it in the hope that I'll be able to hide all the wiring behind it. And you know what? I think it was a forlorn hope. I think I will still not be able to hide the wiring. How could I get it in there? There we go. I got that block down there. Got that. That will work. Now, we just get the bloody screws. Again, same old problem. Only 2 hands. So hold that there. Right. And again, there's loads of screw holes behind this. I can only hide so many of them. Okay, I'll get the other screw in before I tighten that off. Now I can use 2 hands though. And I have to try and do it without going through a wire, which I nearly did there. Just have to tuck that wire. You can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to move a wire out of the way. And there's something, everything flying.
And you probably can see out through the window. It's just a beautiful, crisp morning here in that lawn.
There we go.
Ah, nice one.
Another LED light. Done. We're getting there. So there we go. Both lights working. Just close the curtains there to stop the sunshine in. So that's it. Time for a cup of tea. All done. That'll make a heck of a difference to the batteries. It really will. And the most important thing is if you leave a light turned on, it's not going to be the end of the world. It'll be okay. So I'm happy with that. Good job. Can you see?
Yeah, now we're in the...
Welcome to the loo, or the head. Right, I'm going to do a different trick here, but I'm going to cut a corner. Anytime I'm working over a sink, I always put the plug into the sink because, don't you know, oh, this isn't going to work.
Why?
I'll show you why. Because that's not a bayonet end, that's a screw-in end. And I thought I was a smart guy going onto eBay and buying LED bulbs. But the bulbs I got are bayonets, and that's a screw-in. So that ain't going to work. I was hoping to put those guys in there and have LEDs here without having to change the whole light unit. And so now I have to go back onto eBay and get LEDs with a screw-in.
You just answered my question. I was going to ask.
That's a pity, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
So this is an easier fix. This is my reading light. As you can see, there's an ordinary incandescent bulb in there. If I can get it out. There we go. I'm going to replace that with one of these guys. And the moment of truth. That was an easy fix. If only they were all like that.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed our videos, and if you have, please click the round subscribe button at the top right hand corner of the screen, the one with the notification bell. That way YouTube will send you a notification as soon as our next video is out. If you have any comments, please leave them below. We would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheerio.